He snickered like a cartoon character. So, Tommy, where's your boy toy tonight? And he wondered why, on more than one occasion, people had mistaken him for a member of the pink team. Hell if I know, Tom Cash replied, rolling his dark eyes. Think he's mad at me. Uh-oh, tell Fairway Bob what you did wrong. Perhaps it was because he preferred the company of men who loved other men. Perhaps it was because he was the proud proprietor of an antique shop. Or perhaps it was because, at the ripe old age of 50, Bob Kravitz still found himself a bachelor. Being his neighbor for the past 9 months, JP and I did our best not to hold his heterosexuality against him. In private, we referred to Bob as a hetmo, our preferred pet name for hetero guys who could easily pass for homo. Back in the day in New York, folks would use the term metrosexual. Same diff, only less mainstream. Bob's real name, of course, was Robert. On social media, he was known to everyone as Fairway Bob, after the street on which he lived and where JP and I also resided, in the sleepy Detroit suburb of Pleasant Woods. Situated between upscale Royal Heights to the north and modest Fern Ridge to the south, a mere 1,500 residents made their home here. On the west side of Woodward Avenue, the main thoroughfare that bisected the community, lavish dwellings rested on oversized lots belonging to the upper middle class. The east side, affectionately dubbed Peasant Woods, gave way to smaller properties whose owners, while still well off, earned far smaller incomes. It was here, on the first block of Fairway Lane, that we'd found ourselves, sitting in Bob Kravitz's beautiful arts and crafts style bungalow. The charming house, located at number 3, had been a favorite of ours since moving in next door. We admired the low-pitched roof and great porch, supported by 2 pillars on either side and a half column in the center. The avocado-colored cedar shake siding and exposed rafter tails contributed to the overall classic character. The interior was a craftsman aficionado's dream come true. Dark quarter-sawn oak trimmed the windows and doorways, while tall wainscot panels covered the dining room walls, complete with a wide plate rail running along the top. On the white oak floors lay the finest of floral-patterned William Morris wool rugs, right out of a Frank Lloyd Wright catalog. The vintage furnishings, mostly Michelin style, came direct from the business that Fairway Bob operated, a vintage furniture store called Somewhere in Time after a favorite movie filmed at the Grand Hotel on Mackinac Island. Stained glass table lamps and pendant chandeliers gave off an amber glow, making the home feel extra warm and cozy, particularly on evenings spent in good company. What did I do wrong? Tom Cash wondered aloud in response to Bob's inquiry about his young boyfriend's whereabouts. A big fat nothing. He held up his large hand in innocence before blushing with guilt. Okay, maybe I flirted a little with a cutie pie on Lads for Dads. Tom took out his cell phone and opened the gay dating app. Oh, look. He tapped a thick finger to the screen and swiped. There he is now, 127, only 0.5 miles away. From where he sat opposite Fairway Bob and directly to Tom Cash's left, Campbell Sellers took notice of the fancy mobile device. Is that the new iPhone? Only the best for my brother. The comment, directed at Tom, came from his identically handsome and equally gay twin, Terry. He sat across the table to JP's right, sulking into his lemon-lime LaCroix, totally sober. Both men were similarly dressed in dark hoodies and athletic wear that showed off their fit physiques. Other than the opposing ball caps they sported, the men came off as carbon copies. Tom's was blue with a gold M for Michigan, and Terry's white with a green S for State. Got mine the other day. Cam, as I'd called him since freshman year at Madison Park High School, reached into the linen jacket he wore and pulled out his brand new smartphone, similar to the one Tom Cash held in his not-so-little hand. As the top realtor around town, Campbell Sellers had to keep abreast of all the current high-tech trends. The guy sold more houses than any other real estate agent in Metro Detroit. Look at you being all professional, I said, complimenting Cam on his new purchase. Hey, can I see it? Cam handed me the shiny gadget. Careful. All my contacts are in that thing. I lose it, I'm up the creek. It felt so much lighter than the phone I'd been lugging around for as long as I could remember. The pristine glass glistened like a sheet of ice. We need a couple of these.